Good afternoon, everybody. Aaron Feaster here from Countryside Acres. We have a different format today. We're going to do an interview about a topic that is hot on the minds of most immigrants right now. There is a new decree, number 821, on the temporary way of foreign citizens of obtaining permanent residency and citizenship. So it's a lot of discussion in the expat communities right now. I have received a ton of questions and a ton of comments. A lot of people think they're experts. A lot of people have no idea. And we would like to know what does this decree mean? How does it affect foreigners? What to do moving forward? And how is this actually read? Because people are reading the same decree and coming out with different conclusions. I have received a lot of texts and emails from Russians saying, no, this is not what it means this. I've received a lot of texts from people saying the opposite of that. And of course, the decree is directed at foreigners. I've also received a lot of conflicting information from foreigners themselves as to the ramifications of this decree and what it means for those of us who are trying to make a life here and make a home here in Russia. So today we're going to have Timur on the show here, and we're going to ask him directly. He is an expert in immigration law. He has been doing immigration law years and years and years, and specifically focused on Western immigration for at least 6 years now. So if there's an expert, I would say it's Timur. I go to him for all of my stuff, and you should as well. He can guide you through the immigration process and help you in moving here to Russia. And today we're going to discuss specifically this law and hopefully put to rest a lot of the questions that many of you have and try to get a better understanding of what this all means. All right, without further ado, we have Timur sitting on the sidebars here. We'll join him in and see what he has to say. Okay, so I wanted you on here to help explain to people what this new decree means, because everybody's panicking, and I'm told on one side that it's nothing to worry about, and I'm told on another side that it's really, really bad. So you're the expert. You can introduce yourself maybe to everybody, maybe in Russian and in English, and explain what this new decree means.
Hi everybody, thanks Arend for inviting. My name is Timur. I'm managing partner of Moving to Russia. It's a project that helps foreigners to move to Russia. With regards to this new decree, it came out of let's say nowhere. Nobody expected this decree. In a nutshell, it's not good. In my opinion, it's by gross negligence. I don't think that somebody specifically was aiming, especially to the Westerners, to get them sign up for the military. But that's what the decree says. In case they are applying for either permanent residency based on a temporary residency that was received by them, let's say either by quota or by 702 or through marriage, as it was before, or even now it's a possibility, or if they're applying for permanent residency based on a Russian child, or if they're applying for Russian citizenship based on a Russian child. So these are the grounds or criteria that do fall under this new decree. Another criteria under which you fall basically into this new decree is if you apply for permanent residency or Russian citizenship based on having a Russian child. So those categories that I mentioned, they fall under this new decree. There are other categories on how you can receive permanent residency, for example. It's either as being a graduate from a Russian university, either as a highly qualified specialist, as a compatriot who comes to Russia based on compatriot relocation program, or as an investor. Those categories do not fall under this decree. But of course, most of the people that are, let's say, concerned is the ones that move to Russia based on 702 decree, receive their temporary residency, and for them to receive permanent residency, they have to serve in the military 1 year. Again, my opinion that it was gross negligence because it doesn't make sense. As you know, and I think it has been discussed that for the last year, several organizations or several government officials, such as Governor of Nizhny Novgorod, Gleb Nikitin, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sergei Lavrov, and Agency for Strategic Initiatives, they have been working for more than a year to streamline the process of moving to Russia, those 702. like taking away custom duties for personal belongings, yeah, and many other things. There were about 50 amendments that are hopefully due to streamline the process for those that are coming based on 702. Now, this new decree is kind of goes against that, yeah, logically. So I think, and I've spoken already to several government officials, they initially was saying, no, that's not the case, you read it incorrectly, but mainly they were referring to some media coverages by journalists that were saying that this decree is good. Now it allows foreigners that served in the military to obtain permanent residency or citizenship in Russia, and that's what they were saying. But again, lawyers are different from journalists. Yeah, we trust papers. Yeah. So and also to add to this, that case of Derek Kaufman and like thousands of others, thousands, tens of thousands of other foreigners that went to the Russian military and signed the contract, they received Russian citizenship. So that possibility existed before this decree. Yeah. So again, in my opinion, okay, what to do? Yeah, nobody will draft you immediately. Yeah, that's not the way it works. It's only that you are eligible to apply for permanent residency only after servicing in the military for 1 year. Now, what we're expecting? First of all, we're expecting victory. Yeah, because this decree basically is valid until we win, and then it is not in the effect anymore. It doesn't say in the decree like this, but that's logical. Yeah. And secondly, we're expecting that those government officials that kind of now understood how this decree works will try to carve out Westerners from that decree.
Okay, so to interrupt you for a minute. So you said if you have an education or a specialty or a compatriot, then you're exempt, correct? And 702 visa holders are not. So explain what that is. That's the traditional values visa, correct?
Correct.
So my family immigrated under that. And for me, I'm a temporary resident now. So this decree has no bearing on me at this moment. But if I want to get my permanent residency, then I have to sign a contract.
Correct.
And also for anyone who is here as a permanent resident and they want to upgrade to citizenship, again, they would have to sign a contract under this decree.
Correct.
Correct. Can you explain that in Russian as well a minute? Because I know I have had a lot of Russian comments saying that this is not true and it's, whatever. Everybody's an expert, as you know. And that's why I figure we need someone like you who actually understands the law to give a proper interpretation here.
Okay, I will explain in Russian. Этот указ распространяется на иностранных граждан, которые получили разрешение на временное проживание на год по любому из оснований, будь то 702 указ о поддержке традиционных духовно-нравственных российских ценностях, будь то разрешение на временное проживание на основании брака с гражданкой или с гражданином России, или будь то разрешение на временное проживание по квоте. А для того, чтобы получить вид на жительство вышеупомянутым категориям иностранных граждан, им необходимо заключить контракт с Министерством обороны на год. Иначе они не имеют права подать на вид на жительство. Также этот указ распространяется на иностранных граждан, подающих на вид на жительство или на гражданство по основанию наличия ребенка гражданина Российской Федерации или родителя гражданина Российской Федерации. That's in a nutshell.
So I was just thinking that people like myself, like you, we've spent a lot of time promoting Russia, showing everybody how great it is here and that it's a good life, and kind of basically squish many people's negative opinions of Russia. The media is obviously portraying Russia in a bad light, and Russia is not that way at all. Now, this new law, what effect do you think that's going to have on that? Is that going to, basically wreck all the work that's been done in the last few years?
Again, my opinion is that the genie is out of the bottle, unfortunately. Yeah. Although I think that this decree was primarily focused on the citizens of Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, those kind of countries. Yeah. That are, I mean, not 2,000 people from the West that moved on shared value visa. Yeah. It's nothing. Yeah. If we trust the data from the Ministry of Defense of Russia, yeah, every month there are 30,000 people going to sign the decree, to sign the contract with the Russian military. So those 2,000 or 3,000 foreigners, Westerners that moved to Russia, I doubt that was the target. Yeah, and honestly, out of this 30,000 people that every month sign with the Russian military, I mean, there are a lot of foreigners. Specifically from the Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, there are a lot, because even when we went with Derek to sign up for the military, and same day you go to the immigration office, so there were 10 guys same day with us that were foreigners as well as Derek. Yeah, but they were from Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, and they were voluntarily signing to join the Russian military. So I don't really, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was, as I said, a mistake, gross negligence, because this decree should have been written in a different way. Yeah, there is an exception specifically written in this decree which says that it is not applicable for citizens of Belarus. Then you should put a comma and say that it's not applicable for citizens of non-friendly countries. Because even if we go down further on how, let's say somebody says, okay, I'm going to go and apply for my permanent residency and sign up with the Russian military. When you go there, in 95% of the cases, if you don't speak Russian, you will not be approved. Yeah, they won't take you to the military if you don't speak Russian. Yeah, I mean, there are very few exceptions, such as Derek and a few others, that were accepted, but in general they won't even accept you there, so there is no point even
That's logical.
Yeah, it's I think it was just a mistake. Somebody just didn't think about this factor. Sometimes I'm a bit amazed, because when some of the Russian laws are written, there is a preliminary there is a quite big discussion within the expert community. Yeah, even those amendments that are right now, about 50 amendments that are right now being discussed at Agency for Strategic Initiatives about traditional values, how to make it better. I mean, for 1 year we have been meeting with these people and discussing and giving our thoughts and ideas, and I mean, it was a very good, productive work. Now this decree comes out, I haven't heard about any expert groups that have been discussing it, which is a bit strange. Yeah. So I still think that it will be. I mean, I cannot give a guarantee, but in my opinion, yeah, somebody up there, and I mean, people already, when they understood how it was done and what it actually means, yeah, they were also quite surprised, and they said, no, this is this is really bad. But again, the genie is out. We'll hope that they will amend it quite soon. Yeah, or the war or the special military operation will be over quite soon, and it will not affect people that came to Russia on a shared value visa.
I have heard of some stories of people going to apply now already, and it already affected them because they did not have a contract. They could not get their permanent residency. So I don't know if you've heard of cases of that as well.
We have such clients, yeah. We also have such clients.
Yeah. So that shows that it is true, obviously, because it is that way. Is it easy for them to repeal this or to change it, or how does that work in Russia? Is that an easy thing to do? They can make an amendment to it, or
again, what I know that right now a new decree is coming up that I told you just that we discussed, yeah, about streamlining the procedures and kind of broadening on different other matters with regards to shared value. Yeah, I hope that they will include, one sentence there saying that to amend this new decree, adding citizens of non-friendly countries to carve them out. Yeah. So a lot of work has been done, again, as I said, to on shared value residence. So hopefully they will include it there. But when it's gonna come, hopefully by the end of this year.
Okay. Any message to people who are in the process of, thinking about coming here? Should they continue with that thought process, or?
I think yes. I mean, my personal opinion that yeah, because you still have. When you get your temporary residency, you still have 3 years before you are eligible to
Sure.
apply for permanent residency. Yeah.
You can also extend your temporary residency, right?
You cannot extend it. You can reapply, starting all over again. You need to wait until your temporary residency expires, exit, come back on literally start everything again. But that's
so it's not something you can do from within the country.
No, only new process.
All right. I think that covers everything. Or
legally wise, yes.
As far as information, that's probably what everybody needs to hear, I guess. And then hopefully something will change and we can give some positive news in a few days.
Yeah, a few days, I don't know, but yeah, maybe in a month, 2 months, yeah.
Why would they make a rule like this anyway? What would be the reasoning behind it, you think? Because some people are saying it's meant to just streamline things, but I don't see anything in there that streamlines it. It just seems like it makes a condition, that's all.
If somebody says that it's streamlining as it appeared in the news initially, yeah, that there are new possibilities and benefits for those foreigners that served in the Russian military, no, because we did have already a law, a decree that, as I mentioned, allows, tens of thousands of foreigners already received their citizenship when they serviced in the military. Yeah, again, Derek's example is one of the good examples, but there are a lot of those guys. Yeah, so I don't see what it streamlined. I think my personal opinion that authorities wanted to draft citizens of stans because there are millions of them, yeah, and some of them, let's say, are not very. Nobody knows what they're doing in Russia. Yeah, let's say they have temporary residency permit. They want to apply for permanent residency permit, and probably Russian authorities decided, okay, guys, you are either out of Russia or you, because like a lot of ethical crime groups, or there is a big crackdown on those type of immigrants. Yeah, within after
terrorist attack.
Yeah. After that, there is a big crackdown on them. So I'm pretty sure that this decree was focused on that. But again, I saw it. Yeah, with Derek, there were 10 other guys from those countries that came and voluntarily signed the contract to serve in the Russian army.
Right, and they all speak Russian as well, right? So
yeah, and they probably received their citizenship if they.
Aside from this, though, Russia is still a really great place with a pile of opportunities. So hopefully they sort this thing out soon, and more people have a way to go. We still believe it's a great place to be. Anyway,
I still believe that too.
Absolutely. Okay, well, thank you very much for explaining this. Hopefully it gives some clarification on it. We should do more videos like this, I guess, because you have lots of other immigration experience and knowledge. That would be helpful.
I'm happy any day.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Timur.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Talk to you later. Bye. All right, guys, that's kind of it in a nutshell. You hear it from Timur himself. It explains it very well. You'll maybe hear multiple different ideas from different people on what this thing means. Timur is an expert in the law. He has studied it. And even if it was not the intention of the new decree, that is what it says. And so our family is also caught in that. I want to make it clear we are not concerned about it right now. We have 2 years left on our temporary residency. And we'll just wait and see what happens in those 2 years. We feel very much that, especially our local government, wants Western immigrants here, and still very much feel it's a safe place for you to be and a good opportunity. Russia has many opportunities for those who wish to work hard and apply themselves. So we are not concerned right now, and we are going to carry on with our plans of farming and building a life here in Russia. And you can do that as well. Like Timur said, if you come here and you apply, you have 3 years on a temporary residency, and a lot can change in 3 years. So, you know, look at what happened in the last 3 years. A lot has changed as well. And also, it's his expert opinion that this was not the intention. So hopefully he's correct, and hopefully they will make an amendment to this to exclude traditional value visa holders from this new law. All right, I hope you guys learned something from that. Hope you enjoy the video. As always, don't forget to check the links down below. We appreciate every one of you. We appreciate your support of our family and our channel, and we look forward to continuing to post videos for you all. Okay, God bless. We'll catch you all on another one.